we are going to record the presentations to share with others, upload to YouTube. You know, it'd be great someday if this takes off, we can make some of these live and let people see them and participate from all over the world. But again, if you have stuff, I would like to create at least one stack that again, I can scan in and send to others. A lot of you have agreed to help facilitate discussions or give presentations. I appreciate you doing that. Again, particularly if it's a topic that you're like, well, we do it this way, and you're asking us to incorporate this, but I don't know, it's okay, facilitated discussion. I mean, that's a lot of what I see this is going to be, is just a discussion on these particular topics. None of us are probably experts on everything, so again, I encourage you to do that. I do have a projector here if you need to, if you have a Mac. I encourage, hopefully you have an adapter, otherwise you can hopefully plug your USB into my laptop. We have a reception each night on the schedule. If you look, tonight it's scheduled for 9:30. I put 11 o'clock, but if you want to stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning, go for it. Whatever works for you. And then tomorrow night it's at 9. It's in the Grace Peak room, which is on the 3rd floor. And it's in the corner over here, and there's a sign on the door that says Riley. That is the only place we can have outside food. So again, I appreciate you confining your food to there. You can leave it in there if you want. I have a big cooler. You can put stuff that needs to be chilled in it. There's ice on every floor. So again, you can put your food and drink in there.
And by the time we get up there, the wine should be chilled.
Yes. I don't foresee us going outside, other than those of you who want to take in the sights or eating outside. But it sounds like we're going to have pretty crappy weather the next few days, so just be prepared.
It's Colorado.
Exactly. It was warmer when we got out here yesterday than it was when we left Nebraska. So, heck, it was a heat wave for us. There's a lot of amenities in the area, hotels. There's Walmart across the street, so there's a lot. So if you didn't bring anything for the social tonight and you want to go get something tomorrow, you can. For those of you who flew in, again, they have complimentary transportation. I also understand they have transportation to, I don't know to where, but they said they have transportation to shuttle take you to different places. So if you want to go somewhere, just ask them at the desk.
When would we do that? You've got us booked in somewhere.
You got 5 minutes in between stuff, so just get it quick and go. Let's see. Attire, just again, we're just doing the pets attire. I'm not going to kick anybody out in here, but I would just avoid wearing Speedos. Otherwise, you might be a little chilly. There's lots of vendor displays out here. The times are on the little thing I gave you. And they do have some Ryla pins, and I know some people were talking about some embroidery items that they saw that they'd like to get made. So again, you can take a look at those vendors. I do believe most of the items they have for sale are cheaper than you can buy from them normally. So if you want, you can get them here. And then my information is at the bottom. I'm still on one of these old Altel plans, and I actually am roaming here, so it's best to text me or email me. Otherwise, I probably won't call. Otherwise, it'll cost me about 50 cents a minute to talk to you. So, okay, schedule-wise, let's go through the schedule and figure all the morning stuff. We have our social tonight. We got a little activity. We're gonna have some fun. I hope everybody has fun at the Riley. If not, we're gonna show you some fun. So we're gonna have some fun tonight. We got an activity planned. Then we got our social tomorrow morning. All the meals, if you're participating in the pets meals, are over in the ballroom where dinner was tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we've got various sessions, round 1, 2, and 3. And those are on the back side as to what those are. And I didn't know coming into this how our room was going to be set up, how big it was. So basically we have this room. If outside of this room, you can go in the hallways, wherever you want, but unless somebody is doing one of those presentations and you feel like, hey, we're going to be really loud, or we need our own space, then you just have to find a space somewhere, wherever you can. In your hotel, somebody can use my hotel room or my hotel room if you need to, or the hospitality room. But anyway, those will be about 20 minutes each, and those will just go on simultaneously at the same time. So you need to pick one to go to. And so if there's several of you from your district, you may each want to go to one of those. Again, various districts are going to be presenting. I tried to build in as many breaks as I could, but there was just so many topics that people wanted to know about. It was just hard to find. So if you need a break, if you need to go pee, just go. Don't wait for the break to go. And you don't have to raise your hand. We got some activities in the afternoon, or some presentations in the afternoon, evening. So it's, I mean, basically everything is in here except for the socials. In the evening, it's up in the Grace Peak. Tomorrow morning, or Sunday morning, excuse me, there is a non-denominational service, which apparently I forgot to write where that is. I'm assuming it's in the ballroom, but I could be wrong on that. But I will find that out. And then the big thing that I put on here, and if we don't take an hour, I'm okay with that. From tomorrow evening from 4:45 to 5:45, I put down a 2015 RILA Summit and logo discussion. And what I want to do is just take some time to just talk about it. If this was valuable, then let's put some plans together and figure this out. I'm only one person, and I can't do this by myself, especially if we want to grow it beyond 40 people. I'd love to have it, you know, I don't know how many people they have here, 500-600 people at least. I'd love to say, hey, we got 500-600 people coming to something like this. But it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of planning and slowly grow it. So we'll talk about that then. Questions at this point? Yeah.
When you said you're going to have to choose, what were you referring to?
Oh, sorry, on the back side, it says round 1, round 2, round 3. So round 1, those 3 presentations are going to go on simultaneously.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
Yep. So,
Are they going to be in the same room?
right now they're here. So, you know, one will be at one table, one will be another table, one will be another table. If you want to move, you just have to find a space because this was all they gave us. So, so if you need another, I mean, there's plenty of areas around, hallways, things like that you can be in. And I can ask to see what we can come up with. If you have a hotel room, say, hey, everybody, listen, I mean, you can't go too far away because you only got 20 minutes. So, so just do your best, be flexible. Other questions? Okay, so a couple things on the wall. Number one, if you didn't already hear, I've got parking lot for questions. You've got some sticky notes on your table. Anytime you have a question, particularly if it's not pertaining to the topic at hand, write it down, throw it up there, and we want to make sure we answer it. Because I know sometimes you say, oh, I got a really great question, and you don't want to interrupt the speaker or the presenter, or, hey, it doesn't pertain to that topic, I want to make sure to ask it later. Write it down and throw it up there. Then we make sure we get those covered. I also put a couple charts. If you have other things you'd like to compare and contrast, where each district lies, you know, just write it up on a sheet, post it on the wall. But we've got the average number of students, number of staff, cost, and number of days. So at some point, if you haven't already wrote your information up there, write it up there. So again, we can kind of see where everybody lies. Get down to my time limit here. Oh, I'm going to time. By the way, I'm going to time all. I mean, we got a very full schedule, so I'm going to have a timer up here up front, so you'll see how much time you have, how much time you have left. And Joe Namath is coming in. Joe Namath has agreed to come in and tackle you if you get more than 10 seconds over your presentation time. So just be prepared that at 10 seconds over, there's going to be a big linebacker coming in here to tackle you. I think he's a linebacker. I don't know. That was a joke, by the way.
He's retired.
Does he still walking?
Wi-Fi access. There is Wi-Fi access here at the hotel, but it is very limited. I've got a Wi-Fi hotspot set up that says RILA. If anybody else wants to set up a Wi-Fi hotspot, you're welcome to. But my password is just RILA Summit. I can get 10 people on it, so if you need it, it's just RILA Summit, all lowercase. Don't share that with everybody else in the hotel because we don't have that.
Well, when we get the internet thing hooked up,
Yes.
you'll find that the network is called RILA. The password is all lowercase Estes Park.
That would be good. So hopefully, you know, if you need to get on internet, I would encourage you, if you have a video you want to show, to download it. If you need to use my laptop, you can, but download it because, again, just not the best Wi-Fi access here. So, again, it's talking about printing. I have 8.5 by 11 and 8.5 by 14 paper back there if you need to print anything. Paper, I have some notebooks on the table if you need a sheet of paper, use that, some pens. Okay, any questions? I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But being the first time we've done it, you wouldn't know. So everything is new, everything we do on purpose. So if I screw up, actually I meant to screw up. So, okay, with that, I'd like to call up one of my fellow cohorts, Glenn Knuth. Glenn has been a Rotarian for a long, long time. Glenn and I got started in Ryla, I think, the same year. So we're going to do a special activity. This is going to kind of be fun. I need a little helper. Is there a little helper in the room? Is there somebody that can help? Can you help us? No? That's okay. I'm going to let Glenn talk about this. We're going to do a little fun activity, get you mingled up, get to know people. So Glenn, go ahead.
Okay, we're going to do an egg drop contest, and we need even teams, and we want the teams to be like 3 people from Albuquerque, not on the same team. So I think there's 18 of us here, so we need everyone to go to a table where there's like 4 people, and a couple tables will have 5 people. So if you know the people you're with, move to a different table where we can have 4 or 5 at the table. Yeah. Hey, you two know each other now.
We do, but that's it.
I'm not.
For us. I'll read you the rules in a little bit if you haven't ever done this.
If you have done this before, let everybody else on your team.
Yeah. How many people have ever done the egg drop contest?
Just a few.
Okay, so not too many. That's good. First, I'm going to read some guidelines for you. The price sheets that you have in front of you are for the items that we have up here. Leslie, if you want to pass out the money. Each team will start with $1,000. That will vary depending on your price sheets there. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to give you about 25 minutes to plan and build something that will protect your egg from a 10-foot drop.
It's a real egg and it's not hard boiled.
Yes, it's a real egg and it's not hard boiled. The materials on your price list are the materials that you have to use to build that with. We're going to leave you it'll be about 25 minutes overall, so you'll have about however much time you want to take your team and design a plan. Okay, there's only one person that can come up to buy the materials, so each team will need to designate which person is going to be able to come up to buy the materials. Keep in mind that all prices are subject to change. For any reason without any discretion. So, yeah, clean that shirt part. Hey, does anyone have any questions? I've never done pricing, but. No, we have a special spot, a hard table spot where we're going to drop the eggs.
Okay, from how high?
So let's hope we're all successful.
About 10,
About
15
10 feet. We hope we're all successful so we don't have too much mess to clean up. But if there is a tie, if all 4 of you have successfully built a contraption that holds your egg, the tie is determined by the team that has the most money left over. So you don't want to necessarily maybe spend all your money, but keep track of that.
Is this a contraption that holds the egg as it goes down, like it encases it, or is it something that it drops into?
That's what your
Oh,
team
no,
is.
it's something you put your egg in, and you have to drop it from a balcony. You just got to survive hitting a table.
Okay, you're not going to like drop it into the contraption.
No.
Okay.
Your contraption is whatever you come up with, whatever design you come up with to let your egg drop. So it looks like we got some planning going already. So we might as well get started. Anytime you want to come up and buy materials, you can.
Our first bag is free. Any replacement.
We're gonna pass out your eggs. Be very careful. If you drop an egg, it costs $500 to replace it. We have some. It just
I would take 4 sticks. Lay eggs all the time. They're incredibly
It's
strong
12 inches. If we don't
this
need 12
way.
inches.
They're not strong this way. So this way or this way. You put your tissue around it.
That's right.
Or
It's a round of
no, I want 6. This way or this way.
What's on the bottom? What's the something to go around.
We just don't want it to, when it falls, it is a break. I would just keep it, wrap it around it, so that when it comes out, it's getting towards that.
That's why the string is so hard.
You drop it or we drop it?
You drop, yeah, one person's on your team with the drop.
To make it come down.
Yeah, we can buy what we want. Okay, great.
If you were to do the four corners, you'd have to
Cheap paper plates like this, it's not gonna be thin. We have to make sure it lands that way. We have to make sure it lands like that. We have to make sure it lands that way.
So I've never done with a coffee store, they're always not strong. Yes, you can maybe have
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. We started it, when we get like nice, how many times we got.
Can we go shopping?
How much are you paying for Sorry, $50. If we did a pyramid like this, and then all had it up, we could make it find a way to suspend it in air or something. Yeah.
Everybody will be at the bottom.
Yeah, like a 30-pound. Yeah, that works. Yeah,
The concept is we explain those maybe we replace them with a paper and squeeze the straw. We've got a bunch of.
I'm not an engineer, but
It's gonna stay upright.
There's a lot of fish, I think it's gonna be maybe it's in how much.
string will keep it. String will keep it.
Very
10 feet down. I mean, that's kind of ways for it. So when they go sturdy enough, when you think about how big
Get too close, it's not gonna work.
Like it's one of those things you have
straws and ice cream sticks.
Is there anything else that
Okay? No matter. With that structure. That's what you have to plan
like, if we can get a paper plate like this,
maybe it's not like the might be good to have.
we need to rinse this, can we make nice?
Do we need scissors?
Okay, so it's okay.
Actually, you know what, it could be during the process,
How many
saying,
sheets of tissue think we
You have 18 minutes left.
Okay. So,
Can we use other tools?
Only what's.
What's here?
So for now, we're
No, you can't use any tools you have. If you have scissors with you, like my Swiss Army knife, you can't use your own tools because not everybody has those.
so one plate.
we need like a string of them. Let's get working on it and see what happens.
start with that.
And then start with the
Start to see what it feels like. That's $250.
Wait, two paper plates, two
Are
pictures, right? Are they?
$50.